Great, so we're back. Let's get started on these arms. Okay, for the arms, remember the legs that we created a cylinder to go ahead and start out with. We're going to do the same thing, 10-sided cylinder. Okay, bring that up. We're going to position it pretty much at the middle of the bicep. So to rotate that, go ahead and shrink it down. Let's see here. It happens to be that came out towards the elbow. That's fine, we'll start there. Doesn't really matter where you place that first poly strip. Alright, so if you need to move it, if we go into our rotate options, we have local, object. That gets us a pretty good way to lock where those rotations are going to start out with. Object will always be to the relative up and down of the object. We want to switch back to world just when we're moving. Makes it a little bit easier to move vertices. You can also switch to normal with vertices. We'll be doing that a little bit later. Well, maybe on the arm, but usually mostly I use the normal move on the face. Just more convenient. Alright. There we go. Let's go ahead and switch ourselves back to polygon face mode, and let's start our extrusion. The arm is exactly like the leg. We're just extruding, rotating a little bit. Let's put ourselves back on the default there. Alright, and then extruding, moving up, scaling it out, rotating, and extruding ad nauseum, over and over. You can create pretty much anything you want just with extruding and moving points. There we go. Now we're going to only extrude up one more poly. We're going to be appending to get the last portion of that shoulder and underneath the armpit. Okay, so we're just moving that up, keeping it as close to the base of the body as you can. There you go. Alright. Now our side mode. It's looking a little clunky down there, but let's finish up the extrusions. Let's go ahead and just keep on keeping on. You guys will be masters at this. Arms and legs, pretty much the same thing. Doing a spider, you'll get to do this 8 times. Well, really only want to do it once and then we'll duplicate it. I'll show you how to do that when we get to fingers. But this is just, it's very relaxing. A lot of people like to do it. Just extrude, move some points around, extrude, move some points around. You don't really have to think too hard about this, especially you're just matching up the grid. Okay. Without the grid, you're just matching it to the silhouette of whatever picture you're given. Okay, our last couple of extrusions here. And we're gonna go down to the wrist. Good. And then we want to extrude one last time to where the thumb starts to come out. Okay, but that's it. We're going to stop there. We're going to make the thumb as part of the hand, which will be the next video. So just switch back to object mode. We're just going to scale out, get the arm a little bit thicker there. Okay. There we go. And you can see how we need to come through on these edge loops, and we just need to scale them out. Now we're an object there, so the world. Alright, so we start scaling out. There we go. Just paused. Takes about 20 minutes just to move around. We're just rounding out the arm. No point in having you guys watch me move vertices again for 20 minutes. So we're going to come to attaching the arm to the torso. This is going to be a little bit different than how we attach the leg. So we can take this, extrude it out one more time. A little bit different. It's going to be, I'm sorry, the same as how we attach the legs. We give one more extrusion. rotate it down basically really close there. We don't want to overlap. We want to give it enough room for ourselves basically to see what we're doing. And we got this big kind of gap going on here. And that's all right. We're going to take care of that. So let's go to object mode, select both the objects, go to mesh, combine. Then we go to edit mesh, and we're going to merge vertex tool, and we're just going to start snapping those guys together. Snap the arm to the torso. Your torso already is how you want it to look, so just arm to the torso. Doing the top portion there. Okay. Now we're going to stop just for those top vertices, just till we come down, and we're going to go to the append to poly tool, and we're going to create the armpit. So append to poly tool, click on the top edge, then the bottom, top edge, then the bottom. There you go. You get two stars. Oops, looks like a couple of those vertices did not get merged. Let's select those. Those two aren't merged. And looks like those two aren't merged either. So we're going to go select them, go up to edit mesh and merge. And let's take a look here. All else fails, go ahead and delete that polygon and retry the append to poly tool. There you go. That got rid of it. Just some weird little glitch with that tool. So we can go to normals, we can soften the edge, take a look at how that looks without the wireframe on it. Not looking too bad. So we'll see you in the next video here.